chat. Hello. You know what today is? Today is August the 11th, which means that it is the anniversary of the day that Terry A. Davis died. I think. Oh God, I don't even know how long it's been now. 5 years? Yeah, it's been 5 years now. I can't even fucking believe it. How old do you feel to know that it has been 5 years since Terry A. Davis died? Doesn't feel like it, bro. It feels like he was with us only yesterday. So I have Crunklord has been working on something very, very hard related to Terry for months now, literally up to the last second, and he is putting it together right now, and I hopefully will be able to show you what he's been working on because it's incredibly fucking cool. However, I'm giving him another 2 hours to finish his game jam. So I'll check back in with him by the end of the stream. If not, I'm going to shill a URL. Either way, I'll shill a URL where he is going to publish his work. So it should be very interesting. I hope people will be impressed. Today is a stream that is going to piss me off. I'm not even sure how I'm going to handle the shit I'm going to talk about, and it's going to be so gross and it's going to be so unfunny that I'm going to have to commit to something on Tuesday. I am going to preemptively get this out. I'm going to say that on the next stream on Tuesday, I am going to completely and totally avoid a certain topic. I'm going to try my very best to remove from the lineup anything about a specific sort of degeneracy that is going to be prevalent throughout like 30 minutes of the stream. Because I'm going to be quite fed up with it at this point. You already feel sick. Yeah, it's pretty rough. This is the earth that we've inherited now that Terry Davis is no longer with us. Now let's see. Let's start off with something. So I had to reboot my computer right before I went live because there's this really awesome thing about Linux where if you update your video drivers actually become completely and totally inaccessible until you reboot your computer. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know why it doesn't just force you to fucking reboot your computer at that point. But oh man, two of the things I was going to talk about. I'm looking through my notes, and two of the things I was going to talk about have just been like deleted off of Reddit in the time that it took me to I got these together yesterday and they've already been deleted, so now I have to get rid of those or just kind of sum up what they were. I'm getting fucked over today. All right, let's start with something simple. I specifically, I have to enable DRM to view this New York Post page. I think not. I don't know what the fuck a little Tay is. I don't know why this little Mongol child is famous and is a celebrity that people know about, but little Tay faked her death, or more specifically, her parents faked her death. You see, little Tay has already been molested and ground up through the celebrity system as a TikTok influencer. Apparently, her mom, who is probably Honorable Chinese woman, decides that she does not want little Tay to be a celebrity anymore. Actually, no, it's the other way around. Her mother is the one that wants to continue her career, quote unquote career, as a TikTok influencer. Her father is the one that's not okay with his little daughter being a weird sex thing as a 13-year-old on the internet. So they're fighting over custody. Her parents managed to seize her phone and then publish a fake death note saying that she and her brother are both dead. And now she has fled to her grandparents' house and is trying to reclaim her social media. It sparked an investigation by the LAPD, because of course they live in LA, because where else would they live? Who determined that they were not dead. And now the entire thing is a hoax. And it could, as far as I'm concerned, it could be just a stunt for attention. I really don't understand why the words 13-year-old Asian Mongol TikTok influencer is even a thing. But we live in a society, chat. We live in a society where this thing is famous. I can't even imagine what the fuck this does, where it's going to be like, oh, this post got deleted already, the Instagram post. Lil Tay rose to digital fame at age 9 in 2018 by sharing spoof clips of herself living a lavish lifestyle. So literally, they filmed her next to like luxury vehicles and said, hey yo, I'm Lil Tay, I'm living it up and shit. And then people actually believed that that was happening enough that she became famous as a consequence of pretending to be. I mean, that's proof positive that fake it till you make it. It's like a real thing. If you want to be something, you just got to fake it long enough. Oh, I do need the hamster. You're right. Good point. Thank you, hamster. Thank you for coming today. I know it's a little bit of a slow start. So yeah, that's some fucked up shit. My website dying as I try. Yeah, my website's dying as I'm trying to. I will read this. This is on a different website, so I can read it. Actually, I think the taste stuff is a part of this thread. I'm gonna be super pissed if they started like DDoSing. I can't say that, but I bet you they fucking started DDoSing as soon as oh no, it's just being slow for some reason. Okay, it's being slow very specifically in Firefox. Everything else is fine. Oh, okay, I understand what's happening. Okay, so after she first shot to fame in 2018, Hope relocated to Los Angeles with her family. The LA County Coroner's Office told the Daily Beast that they had no record of Claire Hope. Claire Eileen T. Hope or her brother Jason Tian in their system. Furthermore, the police department in Vancouver, where Claire was believed to be living as of 2021, said it hadn't received reports of death either. And then she posts this desperate message on her other account. To be clear, I am not dead. I don't have access anymore to the Lil Tay Instagram account. My sister and I were just winning our case. It was just a couple of days before we got it all back. All her social media and come out about the truth. Me and Tay are not dead. We don't got access to our account. Our parents want us going off the internet, but we will not go away. This is our new account for now. They are spreading misinformation. We are not dead. We're the only ones that got access to the account. Do not believe it. Our parents took everything and they are abused Tay hard. We all asked to share this post and story and follow this account. Desperately trying to say, please, my 11 million trillion followers on TikTok, please come back. I need you to subscribe to my little sister so I can continue to profit off of her dancing and shit. Very wholesome. Also wholesome is English suffering. I want to see, can I play this? Okay, so the police, what was the initial incident? So there's a 16-year-old autistic girl suffering from scoliosis who was dragged kicking and screaming in Monday morning for having a public for calling someone a lesbian. This is the person that she said, I think the exact quote is, "You look like my lesbian nana." So she got so upset at this accusation that she looked like a lesbian that she decided to make an arrest on this child. I would like some audio. I want to hear the kicking and screaming.
Staring at a police. She's got autism coming on.
Unit's coming, don't worry.
She hasn't done anything. You've got it on camera.
Oh, she just started recording. Always start recording the police before they start making the arrest.
She's made a comment in her own house. You've got it on camera. She hasn't said anything to you. Don't matter. She doesn't matter.
Don't matter. This British chatter is literally indecipherable from like monkey noises at like a zoo.
Why are you doing?
Unit's coming, don't worry.
She hasn't done anything. She's autistic.
I don't care.
She's autistic. I know you're okay.
I'm telling you, I've got Unit's coming. She's going to be arrested tonight.
I'll wait till the police officer's coming on like you.
That's why we got her on in the first place.
Calm down. She's autistic. Can you stop staring at her, please? She's got autism. Can you just stand there?
She got the autism. I can't believe they're doing this too.
She She's in a cupboard. She can't go anywhere. She can't go anywhere. Stand there, dear.
It said that the male cop is like allowing this. This woman is like unhinged. Like, we need to arrest this child for calling me a faggot. This isn't a public offense. And the guy is just like, well, I don't want to like backtalk her and look like I'm being sexist or whatever, so I'm just gonna arrest this child.
For what? With your woman? Think she said the word lesbian? Her nana is a lesbian. She's married to a woman. She's not homophobic. Look what you're clenching your fist. Go away from my teenage daughter.
What is up with you? Right.
There is something wrong with you, mate. She didn't aim it at the police officer.
Homophobic remarks at my colleague.
Where is this? This is hell. This accent is the epitome of hell. Leeds, West Yorkshire. I don't know where Leeds is, but the people of Leeds, I'm sorry to say, you are cursed with some sort of demonic tongue that is just not compatible with human speech.
Phobic remarks. She said, I think she's a lesbian like Nana.
She called. If you want to bully people, you'll just get one of them badges there. That's what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Where did it go? Where's this? Does it go into right under there?
She's autistic. She don't like people touching her. She will have a meltdown. She won't come out. She's got autism. I'm Lisa.
Talk to her so she can come out. Because we're trying not to do this, aren't we? We've been trying for a long time.
But she hasn't done nothing wrong. That officer out there has assaulted me for no reason. She's got autism.
They literally,
She's autistic now.
They literally have 6 cops in this woman's apartment to wrangle this I guess the appropriate British term for it is ard wrangling. They're trying to do some ard wrangling over here, and the mother is not helping. Unfortunately, she's not using her ard button to disable this person's defenses so that they can arrest her peaceably. So they're gonna have to bring in the big guns. They're gonna need 6 burly, full-grown men to ard wrangle this child into the back of a paddy wagon.
The issue is, if an officer decides to arrest her...
She wasn't arrested.
No,
they brought her up.
She's under arrest.
No, but she was going upstairs and she made a comment to me, and that officer ran in my house and assaulted me and tried to get to my daughter for now.
If you want to make a complaint about any of it, that's fine.
I am going to.
Will have been on.
I am going to. Yeah, because it is on, and she has.
She's now under arrest.
She was full of rage and she ran in the house and she barged me into this corner.
They muted this part. I guess she's like full on like screaming. She has. Oh, I can't pause it because of the fucking overlay. God, Daily Mail. They explained to them she has severe scoliosis and a twisted spine, so pulling her arms will cause her extreme pain in her shoulders. So I guess she's like is toppled over because of her broken spine, and because she's on the ground, they're trying to pull her up by her arms, but of course she got the mangled wee little spine there. And a lesbian police officer is just like standing aside while the 6 men ard wrangle for her, just triumphantly casting her scornful gaze at the wee little autistic child that's being arrested on her command. That's kind of fucked up. Imagine living in a not free country where you can't compare officers of the law to lesbians. In your own life. What's like the least offensive comment ever? I'm trying to think of how you can compare someone to someone offensively. Maybe, I mean, it would have to be like a cultural thing, right? Like if you're talking to like a Romanian and you're like, oh, my best friend's a gypsy, you kind of look like him. I guess then I could imagine that would cause some great offense. I don't know if that's arrestable though. You have to be pretty avant-garde with your racism to actually genuinely cause offense. She's just upset about her dykey haircut. Grow your fucking hair out. If your dykey haircut makes you that insecure about how you're perceived by people, why is it the autistic kid's fault for truthfully pointing out that you have a dykey haircut? Just don't get it, chat. see what some British people have to say. She says, when you watch the West Yorkshire police are referring to here, their statement raises more questions than answers, including why did it take several police officers to arrest a non-violent and autistic child who was clearly in great distress? I'm speechless and very angry. I am a mother. I don't know what I would have done. Arrested too. That's a base statement, actually. Very distressing. She's only a child. What has the world come to? What is the statement? Oh, is this like in quotes? All this is quote? No, come on now. What's the West Yorkshire statement on the map? We are aware of a video circulating on social media which, as is often the case, only provides a very limited snapshot of the circumstances of this incident. Officers had their body-worn video cameras activated during the wider involvement with this young girl, which provides additional context to their actions. We have received a complaint in relation to the incident, which is currently being assessed by the West Yorkshire Professional Standards Directorate. That sounds like a communist thing. Well, what that is ongoing process and the active criminal investigation limit our ability to fully discuss the incident in detail. We feel it is important for people to have some context about the circumstances. What could possibly be the circumstances? If it was like anything more aggressive than what the mother claims, which is that she compared this dykey looking woman to her dykey nana, they should just say, oh, the autistic girl like also lashed out at us. I don't know. I want to see the body cam. I want the point of view of the female lesbian-esque cop. I want to be offended in first person. I want to be put into her shoes. I want to know what it's like to be compared to someone's lesbian nana. Maybe if I had walked a mile in her, what's the most lesbian shoes imaginable? Crocs? Are Crocs lesbian shoes? What do lesbians, they probably wear like boots, like steel-toed work boots and shit. So I want to walk a mile in her steel-toed work boots so I can understand what it's like, so that I can feel the offense firsthand. Doc Martens. Everyone's saying Doc Martens. What the fuck is a Doc Marten? Is that like socialist labor shoe that all the trendy communists wear? Doc Marten. I think I'm right about that. I think Doc Martens are those work boots. Yeah, not just any work boots. I'm talking about Doc Martens, the bourgeois working man's choice of working shoes. Oh well. Let's thank God that we are not British. Unless you are British, in which case, sorry. Sucks to be you. If my dead gay site wants to reload. There we go. Oh, okay, so I actually had like a full thing about this. Oh, here we go. So there's a lawsuit in the state of Massachusetts. I actually have two things about Massachusetts that are interesting. The first one is a Catholic couple is suing the state of Massachusetts, specifically the agency responsible for overseeing adoptions, because they, according to the internal notes of their adoption review thing, and I don't know, good on them. They're super anti-abortion, so I guess it makes sense that if you're going to be anti-abortion, you should adopt kids if you can. So good on them. They say, okay, we're going to try to adopt kids because we have an anti-abortion view, so we have to play our part in the foster parenting system. The adoption agency, as part of the state, conducts a review of their fitness to be foster parents, and across the board, they are above average. So they excel in every category for fitness to adopt a child. The issue is that the state of Massachusetts, as part of its adoption agency program, either requires these agents or these agents took it upon themselves to ask this conservative Catholic family how they feel about transgender issues and what they would do if one of the adoptees that they had chose to identify as a gender other than the one that was assigned to them at birth. And the adopting mother even said something like, let's drop the T in this conversation. We're perfectly okay with having a gay or lesbian or bisexual adopted kid, but we don't believe in transgender identity, is basically what they told the agency. And the agency denied them, or has been like delaying and denying their adoption status for over a year now, simply because of the transgender shit. So that's pretty fucked up. So there are children in Massachusetts who are sitting in an orphanage who are without a home, who they could easily place in the care and custody of this totally normal monogamous couple that apparently have the means, needs, capability, and desire to help and raise a foster child. And they are sitting in a bunk bed in the Massachusetts State Orphanage because they are these people are being denied because they, just in case they become transgender. It's another thing where it's like, okay, sure, it's the state's prerogative, it's their progressive politics. It's one thing if like the foster kid says I'm transgender and these people don't want to do the transgender thing. Can I like be put back in the orphanage, I guess, and you can just swap them out. But all of them, even the normal kids, even the kids that aren't completely fucked in the head, they also can't enjoy this home because Massachusetts says not to. A little bit fucked up. I'll get some quotes actually. After months of interviews and training and years of heartbreak, we were on the verge of finally becoming parents. We were absolutely devastated to learn that Massachusetts would rather children sleep in the hallways of hospitals than welcome children in the needs of our home. They are Roman Catholic, attend church frequently, and believe children should not undergo procedures that attempt to change their God-given sex, and they uphold Catholic beliefs about marriage and sexuality. Their faith is not supportive, and neither are they, a Massachusetts adoptive official wrote. Despite admitting they are lovely people, the Burkes made it clear throughout the process that all children should be loved and supported, and they would never reject a child placed in their home. A lawsuit states that the Bay's state interpretation of the regulation acts as an absolute bar for Catholics who follow the basic teachings of their religion. It really is sad to see that the families who would love and care for children are not able to bring those children into their home because of their religious beliefs, especially when you have this long history of religious people and religious groups going out of their way to care for orphans and kids for needs. God hates Massachusetts.
Most importantly, if you have an extra room or suite in your home, please consider hosting a family. Safe housing and shelter is our most pressing need. Become a sponsor family. You can contact the Brazilian Worker Center.
Sorry. I thought this video was about adoption, which is why I played it next. This is actually unrelated. They're not asking for rooms in your house so that you can adopt the orphans of Massachusetts. This is in the state of Massachusetts asking people to harbor illegal immigrants in their house. Let's replay this.
Most importantly, if you have an extra room or suite in your home, please consider hosting a family. Safe housing and shelter is our most pressing need. Become a sponsor family. You can contact the Brazilian Worker Center for more information on how you can step up if you're willing to have an
Put a Brazilian worker in your home chat.
Family. If you're a local official, a college president, a business owner, or a faith leader with an available building or space in your community, please work with us to offer it as a shelter site. If you're a social service provider, please consider becoming an emergency assistance homeless shelter provider. Our resources are stretched thin there as well. And if you're a hotel or a motel owner, consider opening it up for emergency assistance. If you're a landlord or a property owner, we can use you too. We can connect you with service providers to help transition families into permanent housing. Everyone has something they can offer.
Yeah, it's called my fucking taxes. You know, I pay taxes. I don't know if you ever know this, chat. I actually have to pay taxes. Even if you're an expat in the United States, you have to file taxes and you have to pay taxes. It's fucking bullshit. It's the only country in the entire world that does this. You can't. The only way to escape Uncle Sam and the IRS is to renounce citizenship. But fun fact, if you renounce citizenship specifically to get rid of your tax burden with the IRS, if they have any inclination that your purpose for renouncing is just to make sure that you don't have to pay taxes, that's actually a crime. You can become stateless and then they can arrest you as a stateless person for tax dodging. Fun fact. Chat. So you're always stuck with the IRS. They always are out to get you. And your money, even though you pay so much of your money to the tax system, they need to violate. Ooh, I wonder there's definitely, prediction. This is a prediction. I'm writing it in stone. One of the least cited parts of the entire U.S. Constitution and all of our amendments is the Third Amendment. The Third Amendment is the it has a fun name. It's called the Housing Clause, or there's a special name for it, but it's the quartering. It's the quartering clause. The quartering clause, or the Third Amendment of the United States Constitution, is that during times of war, the U.S. cannot force you to give quartering to a soldier. So that's why the U.S. builds these big, extravagant military bases, because they literally, and a lot of militaries can do this. They can't ask you to house a soldier. You see in Ukraine right now, you see soldiers on both sides going door to door asking for rations and handouts or places to sleep. That's called quartering, and they can do that by force of law if they really want to. It's against the Constitution to quartering people. So I'm curious, and I kind of have a feeling that in the future, they're going to do things that maybe it's not directly like you have to take somebody's room in the primary residence where you live. But if you are an apartment owner, they're going to try to force you to rent for low income illegal immigrant housing in the United States. And that's going to end up as a Supreme Court case for quartering. And it will probably be thrown out because the language of the Quartering Act is extremely specific. I want to say it says during times of war, soldiers. So, you could make the argument that we are in a war, and you could make the argument that they are soldiers. That would be fun. We'll see, chat. We'll see. This has already happened. I don't believe you. I don't believe you that the Quartering Act is in the Supreme Court right now for immigrant shit. The war on poverty. We're in the war on drugs. You got these fucking cartel members coming up. Yeah, so that's that. That is what's happening in Massachusetts. Remember, there are needy people who are desperate for you. Now, I only have one little itty bitty thing for the transgender segment of the stream chat. And that is Dylan Mulvaney went to a Taylor Swift concert. And be thinking, why is this worth talking about? And the answer is it's not really. I want to play this thing in its entirety because he's just such a gross person that I want to share. I want to share my pain because I did watch this entire thing. I'm going to share my pain with you.
It's a She They outfit of the day, and it's a big one. We're headed to the Eras Tour to see Miss Taylor Swift. Here's the look. It's entirely Stella McCartney. I'm doing the Lover era. I was gonna go in the Reputation era route because I feel like I'm in my Reputation era, but I'm a lover, not a fighter. Most excited to see Love Story. That's my favorite Taylor song. And this is my first Taylor show ever. And I'm so excited. Okay, let's go. Okay, I love you. Okay, bye. Love ya. It wouldn't be the Eras Tour without the iconic bracelets. And I have day 512, which is today, and a ton of love yas. So let's go give some out. Let's go. Would you like one too? Oh, could you get one? Oh my god! Love ya! Yes, what's your name? This is so my color. Your makeup looks amazing. How good is Olivia's makeup? Oh, what do we have? This is my new stack. That was the sweetest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And if you need a confidence boost, just come to a Taylor Swift concert. I love you all so much. Just got home. I have no words. Taylor Swift, you're incredible. Call me a Swiftie. I'm in. I am on the train because my God, that was fantastic in every way. Merch haul. This is what they gave me. I got sweatshirt, zip up hoodie, and this shirt and this one, which I'm going to wear to bed right now tonight. Oh my God. I love it. Okay. I love you. Bye. Okay. Love you. Okay. And I love Taylor Swift. Okay.
Lot to unpack. Okay. First of all, mute this so we don't have to listen to it again. Gangly beanstalk, formless creature. I love all these. Okay, I think these are fake. I would say that they're fake, but I don't know. People in LA are literally mentally handicapped. So you have these people like, oh my God, it's a creepy Skeletor. Look at how much taller he is than these real women. Just like the actual physical difference between whatever the fuck these are on the left and whatever the fuck this is on the right. He's also squatting. He's like a foot. He's on the same step as that Latinx. Okay, first of all, chat. Let's take a moment. Observation number one. They're on the same step. So we know that this is a level playing field. They're literally on the same level. Number two, she is wearing Doc Martens or some shit. And these are like elevated platform boots. Okay, so she's given a good 3 inches of bonus height through her shoes. The tranny is also wearing high heels. Okay, we'll say that evens out. The shoes and the high heels even each other out. Now, but notice that the Mexican is standing completely upright. She has a good posture. The Troon on the right is kneeling, literally squatting. This is a impressive June lean. Usually you have to, I mean, he's probably been doing that June lean for, his entire life, but this is like a masterclass June lean happening here to try and look as short as possible. However, even with this, he is at least, even squatting, I would say he is at least half a foot taller than her. So I'm thinking Dylan Mulvaney is probably at least like 6'3" or something. He's really fucking tall. It's actually quite impressive. Now there's also something I wanted to show. This, I think it's this. Okay, look. Take a look at this. Okay, ignore the awkward teenage girl who's been coaxed into this man's living nightmare for the sake of his own sexual gratification of feeling like a little girl. Ignore her. Actually, I'm feeling kind of bad even showing her on screen. Let's just do this real quick. We'll just do this real quick. Okay, so now that we have fixed this issue, I want you to take a look at those wrinkles, those crow's lines. He's wearing as much makeup. He's got that filter on fucking blast. And even despite this, you can see that he has firmly, roundly hit that twink death as hard as possible. Really, really impressive. Actually, this picture is also important. Take a look at that man ass. His man ass is easily visible through whatever the fuck that is. He has like a body conforming fit, and then he has like a see-through lace on the outside. So his chicken breast man ass over here is visible to all these teen girls that are walking about in this Taylor Swift concert. So now he's back. Okay, he's back, and we can see his twink death in full form again. I actually should definitely not have fucked with that because it takes me, the measurements of like where my video is sitting is actually extremely precise, and I regret moving this at all. Should have moved it on the other one. Okay, that'll do for now. Okay, so there he is, and he's talking about how heckin' validated he is because he went to a Tay Swift concert just like a real woman does, a real little girl. And then he says this, hold up. This is the best part. So he's sucking Taylor Swift's ass at first, and then he says this.
Merch haul. This is what they gave me.
Merch haul. This is what they gave me. He bought that. He went to this concert. He bought a ticket. He bought merchandise, $100 worth of t-shirts, probably even more, probably like $150 worth of merchandise, because merchandise at venues is expensive. And it's okay that it's expensive at these venues because when you buy merchandise like at a concert, you're actually directly supporting the artist. So that's perfectly reasonable to buy some merchandise at a concert that you enjoy. However, it's not reasonable to try and pass that off as something that you were given because you're an influencer. This man is trying to compel Taylor Swift, who is somewhat controversial because she's a white woman, and he is trying to compel her to try and associate with him, even though he is the Grim Reaper of brands at this point. I know what he's doing. It's very conniving and very gross. So I hope that that Tay correctly ignores this golem that's walking about. But there you go. That's your Dylan Mulvaney update. He had a good time at a concert full of little girls. What a surprise. And okay, so I have some general locale stuff. I know a lot of people in the audience, a lot of my chat is eagerly anticipating the worst fucking thing that I've ever seen. I'm not anticipating it because it will not be fun to talk about, and I don't even know how I'm going to do it. So I am going to put that at the end. And then I'm going to white pill everybody with hopefully with some Crunk Lord content. Let's see. Yeah, let's start with this. So you may or may not know this, but there was a website called Something Awful. Something Awful in the day used to be considered controversial. They used to host a lot of weird stuff. They are currently protected by Cloudflare, and I would bet you money that their network broadcasts over Hurricane Electric just fine. Which is why it may be shocking to some of you to learn that a member of Something Awful has murdered a child. Because you would think, oh, in this day and age of very conscientious internet service providers, a forum of child murderers would probably not be on their list of things to host, considering saying the N-word is unacceptable. So this child murderer and all his content on Something Awful since 2002, by the way, he's been around since 2002, is on Something Awful. The reason why this man right here, I'm assuming he got his ass kicked by the people of the fine area that he lived in. The reason why he murdered a 9-year-old girl was that he said they were too noisy. He lived in a neighborhood full of children. I don't know why the fuck he was there, but he continually complained to homeowners and to the police about the noise of the children. And so a little girl got on her scooter and went to an ice cream van. And you know how noisy those ice cream vans are, and bought some ice cream. That was it. That was the final straw. After she had bought some ice cream, he came out with a gun and executed her. And then I guess got his ass kicked by whoever was around, and now is facing a first-degree murder charge because he snapped over a child buying ice cream. And this is the caliber of Something Awful goons. And they are allowed to exist and promulgate on the internet unmolested because I guess this is okay. And the Kiwi Farms, which opposes who correctly, morally opposes child murder, it is not. It's very sad to see, Chad. Also online, also protected by Cloudflare, but with its own sort of issues, is Post. So I'm gonna read two things from Post. They are completely unrelated, but they're both kind of interesting. If you don't know, Post is a very large kind of poll adjacent Fediverse instance, and Fediverse is a decentralized Twitter alternative like email. Graph has beef with me, so keep in mind that when I'm reading this, I am laughing because he's an asshole and I don't like him. Not because I don't support the Fediverse, of course. Graph says, "Hey friends, in 2021, I saw a lot of promise in Post. So because I had a fair bit of money saved, I quit my job and focused solely on Post. 2 years later, it's cost me almost $100,000, and it continues to exponentially cost more money every single day that passes. So I have decided I will just enter the workforce again, because I'm going to get a job to make sure my wife and children don't have to worry about their futures. I will be spending less time focused on Post, so shit will be broken. Most shit will be broken. There isn't much I can really do about it besides hiring someone, but I wouldn't have to if even 1/10 of you donated $1 a month. I'm giving you advance warning now because I started looking for employment today to pay Post bills. It's pretty sad I have to say this, but I expected this website and its users could at least cover the cost of the site, but I've had to beg angel donors for an entire year to cover the bills, and I'm just not doing it anymore. Thanks for coming to my novel." So, Post, I will explain to you why you have money issues. And why I can convince I think my site's smaller than Post. I think Post is like much more active than the Kiwi Farms, but people actually support me because I don't treat people who give me money like shit. I don't fly off at the handle and start writing unhinged rants at every single person who could possibly sponsor the site. Also, I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I understand that Post is a media heavy intensive setup. However, $100,000 in 2 years is $50,000 a year. So he's spending about $4,500, if my math is correct, probably a little bit less, every month on Post. I have my own network. I have dedicated servers. I have tens of thousands of dollars of hardware. And even if you factor in how much I paid for all that hardware and how much I paid month to month, we spend less than half of that to keep the site up. And my site is much harder to keep up than his. I have no fucking clue what he's doing to manage spending $4,500 a month. The only thing I can think of is that he has multiple rent to own arrangements. Like he's ordered hardware, he pays every month. Like he has a loan from the companies that built the hardware, and he just built like triple redundant petabyte storage devices because he thought he was going to launch some sort of enterprise CDN or something. And his petabyte storage device with 10,000 SSDs in it is sitting used by 1%, and that's the only way I can imagine that he's accomplished this. It's a really impressive feat to fuck up that bad when you're hosting a fucking Fediverse instance. Maybe he pays the Jannies. I don't think so. I don't think anyone makes any money. The other alternative is that Graph has an alcohol problem. So it could be that maybe $1,000 a month is going to Post, and the other $3,500 is going to a man in Tennessee named Makers and his Mark, his Mark, which is a coveted drink among certain circles of people. So I really don't know what the fuck he's doing. And by the way, if I don't want to be like too bad of a dick, but if like I had to get a job to keep paying for the Kiwi Farms, that's not happening. I'm gonna tell you right now. If something happened and people were just not going to send any more like month to month support over like cryptocurrency and shit, I'm not like, I already sacrificed so much of my fucking time and personal peace and day-to-day like abilities to go out and do shit I can't do because I'm the Kiwi Farms guy. No fucking way. So whatever he gets from Post is worth the money, which means that what he's getting from Post is not in a business sense. It doesn't make any sense. It means that it personally gratifies him, and that would make sense if Post was anything but like a bunch of retards jerking off to anime girls pretending to be Nazis. And if that's what gratifies him and gives his life meaning, then he's a fucking retard. I could give the website to you. No, I've already explained. If the site goes down, I'm taking it, I'm removing all user data, I'm anonymizing all the posts, I'm putting it together in a torrent, and I'm sending it out to the world. And whatever happens as a result of Pandora's box being opened, it happens. Not going to be my problem. I'm going to be in the hills of Serbia on a piece of land that I could buy for $5,000 feeding goats. I'm never gonna see what happens because my internet will be firmly disconnected and nobody will ever hear from me ever again. That's the exit strategy. So okay, this is the other thing from Post. So I saw this because someone posted it in the community happenings thread, and I looked through it and I thought it was funny. By the way, I've mentioned this guy before, and you may have noticed this if you ever read the comments of any of my videos. There's a guy called Colonel J, or Colonel J. I think he repronounced Colonel. Colonel J is someone who has been an avid fan of my podcast for since the beginning. I find him insufferable. And I've told him to stop contacting me. And his way of getting around this is that on every single video that I post, on every site that I posted on, instead of writing anything unhinged, he just writes, "Nice show," every day. Every day, every stream, every time I do anything, he writes nice show in a comment. And that's his way of saying, I'm not touching you. You don't like me. I don't care. I still watch your podcast, and every show is a nice show. And I will write my comment, nice show, on every post, every video that you do. And every time you re-upload it to any site, I will post nice show on every single re-upload. So I've come to peace with the fact that Colonel J will always write nice show on all of my streams. And I would not mention this because I don't give crazy people attention when I can help it. However, Colonel J, in response to Graf posting this, says, "You're laughing. Graf is going to flip burgers for post, and you're laughing." And I read this post and I laughed out loud so hard that I got tears in my eyes because it was so funny. And I realized it was from Colonel J, and I realized he's still out there somewhere, even with the KiwiFarms.cc dead. And he's nice showing on other people's comments. And I have to give him props for this because it was the funniest fucking thing I read that day. Nice post, bro. I think I even said that. I said nice post. There we go. Okay, so this is, I'm going to read this story to you. Okay, so what happens is I saw this post and I thought, what else is happening with posts? So I scrolled up and I saw this big long thing by Android Raptor. Android Raptor is a very interesting character on the site, if you don't know. I thought this must be some kind of man hate post. So I'm going to read this. It seems long. It's worth it. This is the kind of content that our boy post is going to go flip burgers to protect and preserve on the internet. Dusty Shekel says, link at gibsongo.com/standyourground legal fees help. I am seeking help with my legal fees in association with my Stand Your Ground self-defense case in which a new law is passed this year in Arkansas. I am hoping to raise the funds for my lawyer fees and debt from posting bail. I had to stand my ground to defend my wife and children. And oh, by the way, whiplash, we're going back to the Graf post. He does not have wife and children. Wife and children right here? I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's not married, and I don't know if he has any children. Last I heard, he's like e-dating thoughts and having like mental breakdowns when his e-girls leave him and shit. I don't know what the fuck he's referring to with wife and children. If he's acquired a wife and children, contact authorities immediately, because those are not his. They probably really want to go home. There's probably someone looking for them in some state. Okay, I have no fucking idea what's going on with this post. He has a waifu and lollies. What show are they from? Are they from that Dragon Maid show that Gator loves? What show are they from, Graf? I want to know. Where's your wife and children? What part of Gisenko does your wife and children come from? Okay, anyways, whiplash back to the Dusty Shekel post. What happened? While trying to make a quick stop at the local Walmart on our way back, a black woman decided to run the stop sign while exiting the parking lot. This black woman got mad my wife didn't yield to her, so they followed us through the entire parking lot, pulling up next to us so I couldn't get out of my car. They moved their car behind us, blocking us into the parking lot. I did not know it was the same people that had followed us until they got out and started screaming at us for over 10 minutes about how we were going to beat our white asses and kill us. I tried to explain to the black woman that she ran the sign and almost hit us. The black woman slapped my wife's hand and started chest bumping my wife. My wife told the black woman to stop or she was going to get shot. The black woman responded by putting her hand to the shape of a gun. She pointed her hand-gun at my wife's head and said, "I don't care because I'll shoot back. I'm going to get my gun." Then proceeded to her car to look for her gun. At this point, my wife called the police. We reported the license plate number of the black woman's car. There was now a mob of over 6 to 8 blacks surrounding us, including a white woman recording the racist whites attacking the poor black woman on her cell phone. We decided to get our daughters out of the car so we could flee to the Walmart. As soon as my wife turned her back on the mob to get our daughters out of the van, the enraged black woman moved to attack her again, charging between my wife and I, separating us on different sides of the van. I could no longer see my wife. All I could see was the mob of blacks separating us. It was at this point I could no longer deny the threat to my life and physical violence these people were going to inflict on my wife, daughters, and myself. Fearing for our lives, I pulled out my everyday carry out and told the black woman to back up and leave us alone. The blacks did not retreat at all. Instead, they started screaming, "Gun. He's got a gun," and trying to play the victim and encourage the mob to commit violence against us. My wife proceeded to get our daughters out of the car as quickly as we could so we could flee into the store. As soon as we reached the front of the store, the police finally showed up. I waved them down and tried to explain what happened. The officers blamed me for what happened and accused me of trying to be the victim and that I should have walked away. They then immediately arrested me and put me in the back of the car without taking my statement. They never uploaded the woman's cell phone footage or retrieved the Walmart security footage. The police only took statements from the black mob. The black women were high-fiving each other and celebrating their victory of getting me arrested. No one was interested in hearing my side of what happened or taking our statements. While I was in jail, there were others there with lengthy criminal records that were given much lower bail for the same charge as me. I had a clean record and my bail was set at 3 times higher than the black criminals I was being jailed with. The prosecutor, after only reading our statement from the blacks without seeing or even trying to get the video evidence, offered a deal of misdemeanor charge, fine, and wants me to pay court fees with a 12-month suspended sentence. The prosecutor hasn't reviewed any evidence. The officer has still not retrieved the video from the bystander or a Walmart, and my wife hasn't made an official statement. Luckily, my dash cam got the black woman running the stop sign, following us, blocking us in, and getting us out to attack us. Then it turned off because of the parking mode. This is how we learned they followed us after the fact. The bystander that recorded this event is a self-hating white and has a perspective that I'm a racist and attacked poor innocent blacks, so she is not willing to help us at all. We still haven't gotten any names or of anyone involved or videos from the police, so my wife is unable to press charges against these people. Every day I wake up terrified that I'm going to do anything that involves leaving the house. I have no way to defend myself because I took my everyday carry, and even if I had my everyday carry, I am terrified of trying to defend myself or my family again. So this guy, he's okay in his story. He's trying to phrase it that he was literally unable to do anything except confront a evil black woman. I want to point out that even if this story is completely and totally true, word for word, that is exactly what happened. This statement is the dumbest fucking thing you could ever possibly put out. I understand that he's trying to grift money from the retards on post that would read something like this and think, "Oh shit, man, I gotta give him a little bit of my welfare money. I gotta give him a little bit of my Australian military disability payout each month so that he can defend his rights to stand his ground in the United States." However, when you put out a statement like this on the internet, and that is and you have an ongoing case, and you don't even have representation because you've admitted that you've not hired a lawyer, and your lawyer has not reviewed this statement, it may look to people that everything you did was racially motivated, and that the only reason why you pulled out a gun is because you hate black people, which is not a good thing for your case. So it's actually profoundly fucking stupid that he would say this. And I don't understand. I don't believe him, by the way. I think that, like specifically the part where, it becomes unbelievable is, like, everything has detail to it. Like, he has like this extensive detail to everything happening. And then at some point he just says, there was now a mob of over 6 to 8 blacks surrounding us. So it's like he's walking up and down the Walmart parking lot, and it's like a Pokemon game, and like wild blacks are just appearing out of thin air to surprise you with an encounter. Like it's a little bit bizarre. Like, where did they come from? Were they other shoppers? Were they in the car? Were they parked next to you? How did these magic blacks spawn next to you in the parking lot? I don't know. I mean, I remember, Walmarts can get pretty busy, but like, where the fuck are you shopping where there's like 8 black people that just show up out of nowhere? I would actually really love a concealed carry person, someone who is like a lawyer who is very pro concealed carry, to look over this story, assume that it's real, and then give an educated opinion on how you're supposed to handle the situation. Let's say that you are physically blocked in a Walmart parking lot, and every 30 seconds, a new black individual spawns out of thin air and assembles a mob around you. Like, I want to know what you're supposed to do differently to protect yourself as much as possible in the legal sphere. No, I know what black people are. I remember the Walmart in Pensacola very well. I've never had an encounter like this. I've relaxed. Look, I'm telling you that if you're in a situation like this, the last thing you want to do is escalate it. I guarantee you, because they're talking about how they're for 10 minutes they're talking to each other. So instead of just saying whatever and walking away to Walmart, he's gonna like sit there and argue with her and, you know, have a back and forth with her and escalate it. Like, just walk away. I mean, literally, what is she going to do? I mean, I guess you can say, well, I didn't want to turn my back to the potential threat. You just say, whatever, dude, and walk away. I've done this before. I don't know. Maybe I have a magic skill to de-escalate situations. They had to engage. Yeah. Don't argue with them. Just say whatever, dude, and walk. Like, that's how black people work. If you like escalate it, their ego gets offended and they start backing you up again. Yes, I'm very aware of the Melinda Scott case. I'm waiting for a second update before I talk about that. Anyways, my point is, if someone knows a lawyer who was like a big concealed carry person, I would love to know what they would suggest. And I guarantee you that what they would suggest is, number one, don't escalate. Don't have a conversation. When someone's aggressive and they're in your face, just be like, whatever, I'm taking my kids to fucking Walmart. Try not to run any stop signs and walk away. Because they're not people... like, if she does come at you and then pushes you down or something in the parking lot from behind, then you can pull a gun on them. You're in a much better position to actually pull a weapon at that point. The second one, announcing you have a gun. Never announce you have a firearm on you, because then like after he said, I have a gun, I'm going to pull out my gun now because you are threatening me. What does she say? She says, I'm going to go get my gun. Well, now we went from an argument in a fucking Walmart parking lot in Arkansas about a stop sign to two armed people about to have a fucking Mexican standoff. So he escalated there by saying that announcing that he has a weapon and he intends to pull it, and then actually brandishing the firearm in a Walmart. Like, in his head, he thinks that he's like a cowboy that's fending off the wild natives, and really he is acting very melanated. I don't know. I don't think that what I've said is too unreasonable. I understand, you know, defending your family and shit. If you have a family, you want to protect them. But the first line of protecting your family is not being fucking retarded and escalating an argument with a mob of ever expanding melanation expanding around you. Yeah, the weapon should never be known until you're like on your back. Like, once you're on your back and there is an actual like attack on you or something in the Walmart parking lot, then you can stand your ground. Because you think about like Kyle Rittenhouse, he was literally being attacked. He was being swung at in that time. And then Trayvon Martin was physically beating what's his face. I know it's like I don't want to wait until I'm a victim to defend myself, but you really should never announce that you have a firearm until you're ready. Like, the rule with the gun is that you don't point it at something you don't intend to kill, and you shouldn't let people know that you have a weapon. Anyways, I know, I found this post very interesting. I wonder, I'm actually curious. One second, let me pull up the GoFundMe. Or sorry, GiveSendGo.com. Stand your ground. Legal fees help. He has raised $3,000 out of $6,000 from 72 days ago. Oh, this was like a full year ago. I missed this. I love this. I love this banner, this low resolution banner. Instead of having like a picture of him and his family or whatever. What happened? My lawyer has filed another continuance until June. I will post more updates if anything happens. If I reach my goal, I take this trial. So what happened? Did he get off? Did he take the thing? We'll never know, I guess. Yeah, he Desert Eagle. A woman in a Walmart parking lot threatened him, so he whipped out his chrome Akimbo 50 caliber IDF issue Desert Eagles and was about ready to stand the fuck out of his ground. He was about to make that ground so purified that it would be Israeli settlement. Okay, that's what was about to happen. That's his everyday carry is a 10-pound handgun. That's a joke, by the way. That's just a stock photo. This is kind of sad. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll go to inspect element, and then I will manually delete the pictures of the dead child from the page. Okay, that's what I'm doing because I just want to show one thing. A while ago, I did an entire person stream. It might have even been my last person stream. Was on Holly Dance, which is a woman who had a child on life support. He was brain dead. He had a rotten necrotic spinal cord. He was gone. Like the brain stem of his skull was rotting before his body actually died. Very sad, tragic case. He peacefully went after the court. The British actually did the right thing for once and allowed the plug to be pulled. And that woman has never stopped trying to milk this incident for attention. She has other children, and this is what she's going for now. This is the sorry, I tried to remove it, but the pictures come down at the bottom. No, I can't hide that. Okay, I'm fucked. Anyways, he's alive in these pictures, just so you know. So she takes this picture of a firework, and then she noticed a face in the picture. And then she superimposes the picture of Archie Battersby next to it, and is like, look, right there, that's his face. So she is now selling to her Facebook followers that the ghost of Archie is with her, and it can be seen in the photos of her fireworks and other photos. I think there's an entire thing down here. She says, I didn't post this at Christmas, but I sat with Arch in the car. All batteries had been charged, so new. I had to turn off his lights, i.e. snowman. I was watching something on my phone when the snowman caught my attention flashing. It stopped about 10 minutes later, and I thought I'd see if I could catch it happen again. Some seconds later, it flashed, and a shadow appeared, turning away from the snowman. See it. So, 2-minute clip. She's waiting for the snowman. It doesn't turn back on, I guess. Oh, but she highlights, helpfully, certain stills of this that look like faces in the bush. So this is what she does now, because she's still got people's who are following her on Facebook, and she is now trying to claim that the ghost of Archie is following her. Crazy. Is this X? No, I don't know. On one hand, it is like she's an incredibly abusive person who tortured a corpse of a child for months and months and months so that she could talk about it on social media. And now that she's posting about his ghost on social media, I really don't know if this is like a gross thing that she's doing just for attention, or if she's actually genuinely lost her fucking mind because her child is dead. It could be either one. This might actually be, but I don't know if she has other children. She needs to not do this. She needs to take care of her kids. He wants his revenge. That's mean. Could be both. Maybe. Now, unfortunately, I have another thing of child abuse. This is Boogie and his girlfriend. Where's the actual video of this? Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm just gonna watch this on YouTube. This is 10 minutes long. It's not worth 10 minutes of time. I just want to like show you the gist of it. So this is the frame. This is Boogie takes up like half the frame, like more than half, and then she takes up like a fifth of it. She looks very thin. Boogie's denying her food. He's allowing feral children to spit in her food so that she cannot eat it, so that he can keep her at a BMI of like 10 for his sexual gratification. She is 20, but I don't know. She looks pretty young. It's kind of fucking gross because he's like 50 or something. She has a weird head. I don't want to give her like a thing. Look at this head. Why? Okay, my issue with her face is that she's got a skull where it's like top heavy. Like the top of her skull is really big, like a gray or an alien, right? And then you have like a really narrow like cheek and chin, and it just makes it look like her cranium is enormous and oversized for her head. It's very strange. I don't want to bully her too much, even though she's a prostitute. I want to point this. Where is the subtitles at? Can I get the... I'd love to see the transcript, because there's one part that I didn't think to clip ahead of time. Okay, so he's mostly talking and she's in the background, kind of like nodding or like consenting to the entire thing. So this guy named Huge Mungus replies and asks Boogie, "What does she like about you? No offense." Let's see how she responds to this question.
He says, "What does she like about you? No offense."
Yeah. I think, what else? Is there anything else you like about me?
I think you're cute. I just like everything about you.
You think I'm cute?
Adorable.
You find this cute? Look how much hair is on me right now. I've been sweating all day. You find this cute or you find this cute?
I find all this cute. The whole you.
I love that. Okay. I love that.
Jay wants to know, do you
Okay. He's talking about this angle, by the way. All her pictures are in this angle. I guess to hide the fact that her face is misshapen. I don't know why she does this. It might be an eating disorder thing. Anyways. There's actually something that I want to show you too. Because I like how he answers for her on that question directed at her. I do like this answer as well.
Question for you then. Have I put baggage on you? Have I put trauma on you? Or like how? Tell them what you think of me.
That you don't judge me. And I feel welcomed.
Yeah, because you are.
Yeah, I know that you love me.
What's really weird about this is that I don't know if it's just like the difference in volume and how they speak, but it really sounds like Boogie is mic'd up, like he's got like an actual recording device tied to him somehow, or the microphone is pointed at him, or he could just be speaking louder. But it really feels like she's not even on mic. Like he has something recording what he's saying, and she does not, which makes it extremely weird for like a couple video. You know what I mean? But that's how it comes across to me.
I do love you. Here's the thing. You're actually very awesome. A lot of the people that have been in her life, not all of them, but some of them have been kind of judgmental, didn't like her Aspergery kind of unique flavor, and I don't know, we sit around and watch Steven Universe and quote him and do goofy voices and do bits together, and it's just fun.
So he likes that she's a spurg. That's one of the things that he likes about his girlfriend. Let's continue.
Yeah. There's very little baggage to be brought into this. It's just we're having fun, man.
I've noticed that you guys like the same kind of stuff. Like you guys are walking around the video game store looking at the same crap. Yeah. And it is crap. You guys have crappy interests.
Well, my house is kind of filled with crap. But yeah, we like the cozy video games, so we play those together, like Minecraft. And we like cartoons that are also geared for kids, but also kind of adults. And we watch horror movies and Avatar, and I don't know, we just exist together. It's fun.
Well, the next question you guys actually just kind of answered is a guy named Huge Mungus. He says, "What does she like about you? No offense."
Yeah. I think, what else? Is there anything else you like about me?
I think you're cute. I just like everything about you.
You think I'm cute?
Adorable.
You find this cute? Look how much hair is on me right now. I've been sweating all day. You find this cute?
I like, number one, I like how their interests are just like the most asinine consumer shit possible. The other thing I like is that someone pointed out that she looks like Shelley Duvall, and I understand why you think that. It's because she looks so sad. Shelley Duvall, like, who's the, if you don't know, is the mother in The Shining, has a like very like sad puppy dog face. She just looks incredibly tired and incredibly stressed out, which is why she looks great for the role in The Shining, because of the shit that she goes through in that. But yeah, she has that same kind of vibe where she just looks incredibly, has the sad puppy dog face where it's just like, she's supposed to be happy in this, talking about their great relationship to YouTube and shit, but she looks like she has depression and she doesn't want to be there, and Boogie is threatening to eat her if she gets up and leaves. So she has no choice but to sit behind him and have him answer questions directed at her for him. It's very strange is what I'm trying to say. Not very wholesome, Big Chungus at all. I think there's nothing else interesting about this. Towards the end of this clip, Boogie gets up and starts doing a skit or something, and it's incredibly cringe, and I will spare you it. Last second news, by the way. Vicious Vickers announces to the internet that I'll read his message. A tough guy, Vicious Vickers, says, having failed to meet the deadline to oppose my motion for legal fees, Ethan Oliver Ralph, convicted sex offender, now owes me $5,340. That's like 6.5 months of child support. Time to pay up, boy. Oh yeah, you should also pay your child support to both children. We'll talk about this in less than 2 hours when we go live. So if you are desperate, hungry for Vicious Vickers to talk about the thing that he already just tweeted about, probably for 6 hours straight with a cohort of the most boring people imaginable, that's for you to find on your own, in the good, the bad, and the vicious. I guess this is his first win in the court. He got a little bit of money from Ralph. Now he has to try and collect it. Have fun. I also am a winner. I may have won damages in one of my many lawsuits, chat, to the amount of $44.10. I could be, theoretically, if I choose to enforce this, $44.10 richer than I am right now if I go and pursue this. However, that is not what I'm excited about. I am waiting for another thing that will be coming out next week, I think, but we'll see. Before I talk about that in full. Common Gershwin, yeah, right. All right, everyone, get your giggles out. Get your giggles out. Stop laughing. We're about to have a very serious moment together. It's time to talk about the giggly goon clown, also known as Ryan Grant Passmore. When there's no more room in hell, the goon clowns shall walk the earth. So let me give you a brief rundown of this. Actually, okay, should I do a brief rundown of what the fuck I'm going to be talking about, or should I just dump you all into the frying pan right away? I'll give you guys a chance to respond. Am I easing you in, or are we dumping you into the frying pan right away? Yes, please. You want to go right in? Okay. Please, just brief, very brief. Okay, we're going to the frying pan. Get ready. Here's 38 seconds of introduction to Goon Clown.
I am a gross pedophile that can only get off to children. Children own me, and I need to devote my life to worshiping them. I need to fill my computer with illegal child porn. I don't like porn with adults. I only want child porn. I need to come only to children for the rest of my life.
So this guy, let me take off the red before it burns your eyes. This guy published like a shock video of him farting and masturbating. This video got shared around on some image boards. You may know the one. I am choosing not to advertise it at this exact moment. And the users of those image boards decided, what the fuck is this? Where did it come from? Well, let's find out. So they looked into it. They found out that it came from a pornographer named Giggly Goon Clown. And he actually posted on this image board to talk to the people there. Nothing happened. However, a month later, Giggly Goon Clown was hacked, and his Discord DMs were leaked to the world. And it is some of the most vile, depraved shit that you could ever possibly fucking imagine. It is shit like this and so much more. He's completely on the nose. He is a pedophile. He is attracted to children, and his sexual fetish is exposing young children to pornography so that they will start masturbating at a young age, especially to his pornography. He openly admits in his Discord DMs that he knows children as young as 11 are watching him and listening to shit like that. And he's talking to, in these DMs, not just any random goon clown enjoyer on Discord, but a transgender pornographer who is very well known, known as Ella Hollywood, or Jean Ella Hollywood. So this is a very popular like T-girl porn star. And what's really interesting about Jean Ella Hollywood is that they have met, I'm pretty sure they met Goon Clown in person. And not only have they met Goon Clown in person, they have met other people in person as well. Let's see, I'm gonna make sure there's nothing not safe for work on this. Yeah, I think that works. So, Ella Hollywood, the T-girl porn star, is the one with blonde hair in this picture. And he is standing next to, on his right, in most of these, where there's 3 of them. Oh, sorry, it's the one with the hat, is Chris Tyson. Chris Tyson is the guy that recently transitioned in the Mr. Beast catalog. So the tranny porn star who's talking to the Goon Clown pedophile in Discord DMs about how they want to get children masturbating to child pornography, or to pornography, and how they can only come to child pornography, is standing directly next to Chris Tyson from Mr. Beast fame in public. Also standing next to him on the left, also in a hat, so I guess my description of black hat doesn't really distinguish them. The one that's more feminine looking is also a very famous trans porn star named Finster. You have probably, almost definitely heard of Finster before. Finster is famous for his Omegle trolling videos where he goes girl mode and then he breaks out his girl voice, and it's very convincing, and the people on Omegle freak out about, oh my god, you're a tranny, I can't believe it, when he switches back to his Australian man voice. So this guy is very, very, very famous. He is a Minecraft YouTuber. He does Minecraft Let's Plays on Twitch TV, and then also does OnlyFans where he fucks porn stars. I think it was in a video with Bella Delphine. That was a big thing because Bella Delphine fucked a tranny, basically. And meanwhile, while he's doing porn and fucking around Bella Delphine and publishing this shit on his Twitter, he is on Twitch doing Minecraft Let's Plays with children and trolling on Omegle. So this guy knows Ella Haywood, who is the Goon Clown's friend, where they talk about child pornography and gooning together, and has also apparently met Chris Tyson multiple times in real life. So literally, out of 3 trannies, they all somehow have a connection to that shit that you just heard. Almost, and not directly. I can't put Goon Clown in the stream with Finster, but I can put him in the DMs with Finster's friend, Ella Haywood. And they all are, him and Ella Haywood are both transgender porn stars who do OnlyFans shit. And then Chris Tyson just got into the game, so he's not doing his tranny porn yet. But this is like a cottage industry of pedophiles that Twitch is involved with, because they do their streams and then they do Minecraft Let's Plays, and then they put their porn stuff on their Twitter, which is distinct from Amazon. And that's how the Goon Clown gets his child sacrifices, like the fucking clown from It. just like that. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that incredible? Let me check my notes, make sure I didn't miss anything, because Sprite Header, who I am somewhat of a bully to, because I think that he's a little bit too friendly with some weirdos. Ella Haywood, by the way, the blonde in this picture, has 300,000 Twitter. Oh, Ella Haywood is also a Twitch partner himself. He has done stuff. He has actually worked directly with Finster. So this isn't just them meeting on the street. They're actually directly friends, as he says. Finster, as I mentioned, is the cross-dressing Minecraft streamer who is in the same sphere as Dream. I don't know if that means that he's met up at Dreams or whatever. And they've met up. Both of them have met up with Chris Tyson a couple times together. Mr. Beast is actually the most popular YouTube channel on YouTube at the moment. So if he starts doing this too, that is literally the most exposure to tranny pedophile shit that you could ever possibly hope for. That is like you literally could not strike a better way of getting tranny porn to children than to have Mr. Beast connected to it somehow. And Ella's account, I say Ella, his name is Jean, but like Ella's account, there's no way you can consider this safe for work. Oh, he has a non-safe for work version that is like porn. Okay, I got you. So he has like his safe for work account for like his direct Twitch stuff, and then he also has his not safe for work account where he shares porn. Okay, I got you. So there you go. The Goon Clown, and I really don't. I thought about how I could read these chat logs, and not implicate myself in its disgust. And I can't. I cannot, and I will not read anything that's written in this thread because it's so vile that I do not want to speak it. I'm going full speak no evil in this. But you can find it easily. If you go to the Kiwi Farms and you just go to the front page, there's a feature line that says, "When there is no more room in hell, goon clowns shall walk the earth." Click that, and you can read this to your heart's content if you want. How about this, though? I will say this. I don't know who Mr. Postcard is, but how about this? This is like a fun, well-designed, even has like a tag here, Tempura Works. This is a fun how-to guide on how to be a sexual predator. He even has the peach or whatever actually has the map flag as like the blouse. And it says, "Texting as a predator, keep family friendly. It's supposed to be fun. Study your victim very closely. Get to know him and his favorite activities. Become their friend." And it has good questions here. How old are you? Are you alone? Where are your parents? Haha, you are so funny. Haha, haha, you are so funny. I play video games too. Do you go to school? I like to go to this park for a walk with your dog. What about you? Happy face. Avoid incriminatory messages at all costs. Track him down. Arrange a coincidental meeting. The grooming process begins in person only. And then this is questions that you're not supposed to ask if you're a goon clown. And he says that this pic is so hot. And Mr. Postcard says it's really good grooming advice. Oh, Mr. Postcard also has a Discord heart emoji. That's the map flag. Isn't that wonderful? Oh yeah, he even has the FBI pedophile thing on his shoulder. I didn't even notice that. So I mean, I don't know. I really, every day I hate them more and more, chat. I can't even hide it. I refuse to believe that there are good ones. Because this shit is just out. This shit is out in the open. This shit is partnered by Twitch. Both Finster and Ella Haywood are tranny porn stars partnered directly by Twitch who are in the DMs of the Goon Clown. I'm gonna just double check, make sure that my notes are right. It says, okay, the reason why people are confirming that it's Ella Haywood is because the account that the Goon Clown is talking to is named Toon Soda or something, and that is the account that Ella Haywood uses for Not Safe for Work. And the Giggly Clown is even posting pictures of the Toon Soda Ella Haywood porn account following him on Twitter and shit, and how they're sharing messages and shit in Twitch DMs. It's really gross. It's pretty fucking vile, chat. So there you go. That's the Goon Clown. Yeah, you want to think that it's just hyperbole, but they're so on the nose about it. They don't even care. It's like with the Nick Fuentes people. They will just tell you that they're a pedophile, and you can't really do anything about it because the government doesn't care. The government's too busy shooting random boomers in Utah to do anything. Oh, what the fuck? How do I use RevEdit to view a deleted Reddit post? Because when I open it in Firefox, it says that that it can't connect because of Firefox. Unable to connect to Reddit. Tracking protection on Firefox. To fix this, add an exception by clicking the shield icon. Okay. Does this work now? Oh, it does work. Okay, great. Sorry, I should have just read the instructions and not be a fool. Oh, the image is deleted. Fuck. Sorry, I found a really funny picture because I was browsing through Reddit for no reason at all, and I noticed that they had a Satanic Temple _ Reddit, and then an anti-Trump alliance thing, and for whatever reason, the anti-Trump alliance is like still getting like activity. Like people are still obsessed with Trump 4 years after he like lost the election. And then there was a guy asking, and it was like a rainbow flag goat head shirt. Search for Baphomet not today. Oh, it got deleted because it's marketing. He's trying to sell this shirt. Oh, I want the rainbow one. I don't want the one that's like an angry goat. I want the rainbow goat that was very colorful. Aha, this is it. So this is what's being advertised on Reddit. Isn't that cool? It's literally a gay demon, chat. There's honestly no way the devil could be this gay. There's a sorry, I just had a coughing fit. There's no way that I remember, God, it was a message that was like, I expected the world to be so cruel, but I didn't expect it to also be so gay, or something like that. The anti-Trump alliance. There was a post that I saw that was deleted by the moderators. It was like, how many of your family are you going to disown? Because apparently, like once Trump is indicted, I guess he's just never going to speak to. He said like 40 members of his family that he's never going to speak to again. So this dude has like a big, healthy family of people that still know each other and talk to each other, and he's just going to completely cut out all of them because they voted for Trump, and he doesn't like that. And then I found this. This is just called conservative terrorism. This one is family-friendly drag show, and then it's a wood chipper, and then they're saying that this is conservative terrorism. There was one post that was, I don't know if you remember, but in January 6th, one person died, and one woman was shot dead by Mike Pence's bodyguards, Secret Service members, and it was something like, it was a really weird post where it just said like, try that in a small town. And then it was a picture of the woman that shot, and then the word small town written over the head of the guy in like full military gear that shot her dead. I didn't know what the fuck that was supposed to mean, but I guess they just want the police to go around shooting everybody that they disagree with politically. I'm actually really shocked by like how unhinged people on Reddit are, because I don't like pay attention to it. So when I go in and I just look at like the new, So if you don't like on Reddit, if you just go to new, half of it, literally half of Reddit is dedicated to posting Tuhu porn and random pictures of celebrities. Like half of Reddit literally must be dedicated to like r/celebrity name, and then they just post like old photos of the celebrity and are like, oh my god, the celebrity is so pretty on this day of this time of year. And then the other half is like political seething. Oh, and animals. So it's like, okay, so you have porn, you have random pictures of celebrities, which is literally an enormous amount of the content that you just see on New. Then you see a quarter of it is like psychotic, unhinged political diatribes about how conservatives should be shot dead for being conservative. And then another quarter is just cute animals. So you have that has to be like indicative of like the Coomer people, celebrity worship people, which is related to the Coomer people. But then their other form of like expunging their dopamine is like Orwellian, 3 minutes of hate thing where they just stand up and seethe about Donald Trump. And then also animals, I guess, as like a way to reset the cycle. Because then once you watch some animals and you're all mellowed out by the cute kittens and stuff, then you're ready to go back to gooning and looking at celebrity pictures. And then once you're done jerking off and that doesn't work anymore, you have to like politically incite yourself again so that you can feel a different emotion. And then once you're totally drained of dopamine, then you go back to the cats for your moment of zen. And this is like their cycle of how they doom scroll through Reddit and survive each day without killing themselves. House Republicans invoke Bible to defend Greg Abbott's barbaric razor wire and floating circular saw death trap buoys. That's pretty based. Trump ally ranting about civil war. Divided up. I mean, the Civil War divided up because we can't live together. Obviously, that's true. It's true. I really don't believe that the U.S. is meant to be a union anymore. It's just too dead and gay. Oh, there you go. Unfortunately, the two things that I actually wanted to point out and show to you were promptly deleted by staff, I guess, because now I'm just thinking like all the shit that I've seen that's so unhinged, they delete so much of it. Like if I pick two things at random and they both get deleted, there must be an enormous amount of like genuinely psychotic shit that gets posted to Reddit every day that they just politely delete and sweep under the rug, and we never even get to see it. That's fucking crazy. It must be like now I understand why all the Redditor mods are like crying about their mental health and how they have to do it for free because of how much like genuinely psychotic bullshit they have to deal with on a daily basis. Crazy chat. No, I didn't archive it because I didn't think it would get deleted. I guess I should have. But it didn't seem so bad to me that they would have to delete it. But now I know. Okay, it looks like it works. This is a Wasm. Doesn't capture my mouse correctly. Can I? He doesn't capture my mouse, so I can't turn around. This is all written in Holy C. It has weird textures. It does not capture my mouse, unfortunately. Oh, it has sound. I can very, very slowly turn my camera if I'm very careful. So you can see that the lights like have a specular reflection and the textures and shit that's based off it's called Cyberchud, by the way. Oh, it has a, how do I here's your obligatory gun. I'll make it's everyone else's problem. Insert animation here. Okay. Oh, a gun. How do I get this? Aha! That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Ah! Oh no. Oh, there's troons that shoot at me. Okay, I have to be very careful, chat. There's troons now. Very busy saving Western civilization just after the pool party. Says billions must die. I get it. Where's the game? Look, kid, there's no game. I tried really hard. My back is killing me. My doctor just gave me these pills. How about I just give you a game next year? It'll be great. Trust me. This is the CEO of racism. Wonderful. There is. I'm aware that there's a feature. Ah. Oh my God. Someone has given him a render of the slobber mutt, which appears to reflect red and green very, very beautifully. It says, I can't sneed. We need a bad enough dude to help me sneed again. Are you bad enough dude to help me sneed again? Yes, I am. This is rhetorical. I didn't implement dialogue choices. There's a chud working on the computer. Oh no, my mouse. Ah. Oh, what pisses me off about the mouse is that, oh, look, it's the Kiwi Farms Tor logo. So he's a heckin' chud that also knows how to use Tor. Why is it snaps back now? Oh no, I fucked up. Oh, now it's snapping. Okay, now I can see my dog gif. There's Krunk's avatar. There's Lane. That's an obligatory anime reference to Lane because he is an anime avatar. I don't think he even watches anime, but he loves Lane references for some reason. Okay, that's the Kiwi Farms room. We have another chud. Oh, there's multiple weapons here. I'm gonna stick with the double barrel. Oh no, I don't get to stick with. Is this the rocket? What the fuck? Holy shit! What the fuck does this do? I don't want to shoot at the chuddy. Buddy is dedicated to the concept of gameplay. Press it with F to spawn a Troon who can live rent-free in your virtual world. Oh no. Ah, they're shooting at me. I tolerated them in my virtual world and now I'm being punished for it, chat. In fact, my woobly doobler does not seem to actually kill them. Okay, wait. Oh, this is like a proper... Oh, ooh. Such effects, chat. Such innovation and visual senses. Okay, let's get another one. I have to strafe. These guys have a lot of health. Oh no, I shot Chud. Friendly fire. This gun is shit. And look, now I'm dead, and I'm being punished with a message that says that I'm dead. Let me try refreshing it. Oh, I can't refresh it. Okay, whatever. I'll just continue while being called dead. This room was built to test my point light shadows. Wow, look at it go. Oh yeah, look up there, chat. You see that spotlight up there? That's written in Holy See. That's written on Temple OS, cross-compiled to WASM. This area was made as wave rising. That didn't have time to texture it, sorry. I appreciate that everything looks like I'm walking through a sewer in like a Nintendo 64 game with really weird lighting choices. It's dark up here. I think that's the point, is that this area like it's blocking the light from downstairs because this area is very lit. So the roof isn't textured, the roof is black, but this is all showing his different lighting and stuff, and how I think what's happening is that in this this dome there is a light, and so you can see that on the different sides of the room the light is being occluded by the structure, so it's creating darker areas, which is extremely difficult. If you don't know, this is he had to write his own, like, it's impossible to explain. He had to write in C, in Holy C, a language that only exists on Temple OS, that was written by Terry Davis and with his own compiler. He has to like manually calculate all these different triangles and how they would reflect light and shit. Like, oh, look, you can see how in the Soyjack Doctor, the light is not being on certain areas of the texture because of how the oh look, and you can see that the texture, the actual gritty texture reflects light differently than the shiny. It's kind of like a metal with like an emboss, so you can see the outline better, but then the actual light from that is being reflected smoothly, whereas the rough textures are not reflecting smoothly. It's very impressive. Sorry, this gun does like 1 damage a bullet. This is the worst fucking gun ever. The effects of the bullets are really crazy though. This is by the way, this is also, I'm getting 800 frames per second, or no, 80. But the reason why, I think this is all async, so it's like multi-threaded. I don't know if that works in WASM though. Let me refresh. I don't have that message on my screen. I'll look around one more time. Hold up. I'm gonna refresh the page. It's reloading again. I can't give you the URL because this is like a test, but again, his URL for the all his Temple OS games are on he just gave it to me and then I lost it. I literally even shouted it out what it was. Oh, did he delete that? Where the fuck is this? Where is the NeoCities link? Scumgames.neocities.org by end of today. I'll play around a little bit more. Apparently I can randomize the palette. I don't know what that means. Oh, it changes all the different lighting. Oh, cool. Okay. Enable point cube maps slow. Enable shadow casters cube maps. I will enable these. Okay. Oh jeez, now it's so dark. Oh, did this not work? Did I break his game? Oops. Okay, let me refresh it again. You know what it is that I picked a color palette that was so black that it didn't render anything. That's what the issue was. I can't full screen it because I don't think that's an option. It's saying it's full screen because it's taking control of my cursor is all. Okay, yeah. This is a different color than the first one. So this is it's not the same like really violent color as the first one. Oh, now I have to kill the Chud. This is the thing. He's giving me a lesson in Chudliness. I have to kill him to proceed. I didn't want to, but I don't have the option. Important to keep your double barrel. You never know when you're going to be assaulted by a Shroomjack. Oh, I have to click it from this side? I miss. I'm a real gamer though. Even though I miss, I know how to do this. You gotta get your practice in, chat, with the double barrel. One more time. I'm gonna try to get up close. See the whites in your eye, George Washington style. Ow. Okay. Let's go to the mutt room. Very impressive, Crunklord. Very impressive. He's been working on this for fucking forever. It's really cool though. All Temple OS, all Holy See. The kind of development you don't see anymore. And it's important. It's important to remind the soy devs, the fucking losers at Hurricane Electric, who have never done anything with a computer, even close to this level of fucking awesomeness, who inherited an empire of fiber optic cables already set up for them, where they only have to maintain it, and they're fucking everything up. And meanwhile, the chuds are out here doing the hard work, putting in the actual competency to maintain polite society. I'm not shooting the slobber mutt. Come on now. All right, this of course was released, or he's trying to release it on this anniversary of Terry Davis's death. So I think it's been 5 years, as I said. So that sucks. I deeply miss Terry. He was very funny. The world is poorer without him. But through Crunklord's work, bizarrely, I mean, his whole thing with his operating system was that he called it a tinkerer's paradise. It was a computer that didn't have limitations. It didn't have any security. You could do whatever you want to it. And, you know, it's, people don't really think about machines that way anymore. They just write fucking JavaScript and they deploy to the cloud. They don't know how anything works. They don't know how the networking works. They don't know the chain of custody and how these things, propagate across the internet. They just write their JavaScript and they put it on the cloud and then they pay a monthly fee for the privilege, and very, 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 very few, an increasingly small percentage of all developers actually understand how memory works, how CPUs work, how things compile. It's an increasingly rare power. So yeah, Commodore 64. That's what Terry liked. Terry wanted like Commodore 64 type computer. All right. Thank you. That again, I will reiterate that his thing is scumgames.neocities.org. I will actually post this in the chat. Okay. Like I said, I will also feature this when he posts in the Terry thread. I will feature that on the site. And on that, I will instead of putting the, someone complained that my shill mode was like a different thing now. I think that this is what he's referring to. He wanted it like green. No, it's like too green is the issue. Like a nice green. He said that it was a nice color green, and now he's upset. I think this works. I'll put it. Well, this isn't really green. I can't do anything right today, chat. I'll leave it like this. We're now in fancy blue shill mode. Okay. I'll check donation alerts first. I've asked people to stop using donation alerts because of the issue with PayPal, but don't want to rip anybody up. I know that you get a notification on donation alerts, so a lot of people are going to want to keep using that even if they don't have to. Rabies the Redneck for 5 says, as an upstate New Yorker, I'd go fuck with Sarajevo on New York City, Albany, Buffalo without any hesitation. Reminder that when you surrender the cities to the barbarians, the cities will destroy you. And anyways, hopefully my $250 GPU works so I can play Tarkov until I move out of the shithole state. God bless. The cities are gone. Just so you know. Like, I don't know what you're complaining about. The cities are just gone, and you're not going to win that. They're not you. They don't have your sympathies. They don't have your inclinations. They're just completely gone. So, good luck. Just try that in a small town, basically. Fall back to Walmart. Exactly. You've been surrounded. Their mob is multiplying by every second, literally. Longboarder 241 for 5 says, the Japanese artist Ayumi you featured for a bit last week actually got famous off a French short known as Molly Star Racer, which was the pilot for Oben Star Racers, and then he links to a YouTube video on a different one for also $5. Suppose this is like an anime video. It's called Molly Star Racer. It has 85,000 views if you want to watch it. I'm not particularly interested in watching an anime 3D thing though. Sorry. I don't know who Ayumi is that you're referring to. Thank you though. Sonali898 for 20 says, hey Josh, I've been watching since the Cosmo Person stream, and your podcast always helped during my trips. Here's a dumb YouTube short. Okay. I will switch back to Libra Wolf. That's what I'm using for my stream thing, for like what I actually show is Libra Wolf.
These tan lines though. Goodness. Boys, what color was her swimsuit?
Boobies.
It was like a brown gold thing. I don't get it. Is that the joke? I was like, what color was her swimsuit? It was like a brownish gold color. Easy. Stephen Rith for 1 says, God effing Sneed. Thank you, by the way. I didn't mean to let shit all over your message, but Ian Dimples for 5 or 50 says, hey Josh, what my dad used to tell me when things were tough, the light at the end of the tunnel, but the opening or a train, either way, your troubles will come to an end. That's true. That's like, that's my thing about like how suicidal people should be the most productive. Like if you're just going to kill yourself, you should do whatever the fuck you want. You should treat it like you just like quick saved in Skyrim and just go ham and do whatever the fuck. So I don't know. Yeah, no, I definitely feel like things are going to get better really soon. I just have a feeling. It's hard to explain. I agree though. Thank you. Galgaroth for 20 says, have some shekels, kiss, kiss, love. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I do like $20. I can use that to buy pizza as I enjoy. AlJM66 for $100 says, you've inspired me to carve out my own little domain and self-host my own shit on the internet. Now with my savings spent on server hardware and fiber and domains, maybe I can finally make something with AI.yeet. Is that a thing? Is there a .yeet? Oh, it's yeet.ai is a thing. Yeet Robotics, a web scraping and reverse engineering company. I don't know if you meant to link yeet.ai, but it's a nice website. This is something that you host. It does that thing where everything's really, really big, so you have to scroll a lot, which is not my cup of tea necessarily, but it's a nice color purple. I do appreciate that. Well, I'm glad you're self-hosting. Yeah, definitely pay small service providers for VPS as opposed to like using the fucking clown. Thank you very much, though. Ron River 2 says, began July 3rd and ending today. August 11th, the dog days of summer are officially over. Named after the dog star Sirius rising over the horizon alongside the sun, first observed by the Romans' wolf. I have no idea what you want me to say about this, bro. Thank you, though. Turbo Neil Breen for 5 says, insert witty comment here. I'm tired. Take my money. I'm also tired, bro. I appreciate it. Stephen Rith for 1 says, comments from Tuesday Archive said that XQC reacted with nothing but dead air and you called out defending Elite. What's your thought? I think that copyright should be abolished, and if people want to watch XQC fuck himself in the ass while a movie plays on the screen, that is their prerogative, and I don't give a shit. It does, like, I just don't care. I'm not going to defend. I would rather defend XQC literally shitting in the background, so that it's just the content playing with him sharding himself in the toilet in the other room, over defending copyright, which is indefensible. John D for 90 says, or for 20, John D 90 420 says, short clip of Taylor Swift singing to Dylan Mulvaney. This is definitely a joke link. This did not happen. Okay, it is a joke link. I'll play it though.
You're gay. You're gay. You're gay. You're gay. You're gay. You're gay.
Very nice. I'm glad that Taylor Swift has such a strong opinion about Dylan Mulvaney. What is she actually saying? You don't come out as gay. Taylor Swift simply recruits you. I love when she acknowledges her fan base. Thanks for keeping us humble, Queen. Oh, she's saying Uruguay? I don't know what she's saying. I don't know anything about Taylor Swift. Thank you, though. Cole for 10 says, Satan couldn't possibly be this gay. Please watch the full clip, Josh. What full clip? I played the full. Oh. Okay, fine. It's better be good.
Change. I'm already changing. Look at me change. Oh my God, what a way to go. Excuse me, certainly, hello. You who down there? Excuse me, did anyone find an earring? I mean, I dropped my earring in the trash. You'd recognize it. It opens on one side. It's kind of a jade color. Oh. It's got a picture of Errol Flynn and Alan Hale naked. Oh, Jesus Christ! Lucifer's a faggot!
Based. That caught me off guard. It was like a little kid's cartoon. I didn't expect that. Thank you. Catacomby for 20 says, Friday streams make the wage slave happy. Have a song. Okay, let's check it out. What's the song, brother? The Polish Muslims love polka number 9.
I went out Friday night with you. That babcha with the size 12 bowling shoe. She feeds me kielbasa and she makes me drink that wine. And then she likes to dance that love polka number 9.
Very good.
I told her that I was a...
Then again, I'm a simp for Slavic music. Everything that sounds Slavish sounds good to me. Thank you. Always Mr. No for 30 says, I just want to thank you for your streams and insight. I don't always agree with your opinions, but I respect them. Keep the good work, you fat fuck. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm glad that it's incredibly weird to me how unpopular that is now. Like that opinion of, I don't agree with you, but I don't care. I don't want people to like be deprived of human rights or freedom of speech. That's like a minority opinion now. And I always thought that was like an absolute majority, like 90% of people when I was growing up. And now it's like at least 10% of people feel that way. And then like 90% of people don't even, like 50% of people don't even want to think about it. And then the remaining are like, no, there should definitely be like hate speech laws and shit now. Crunklord complains I didn't turn on cube map shadows. I apologize. I did. I tried to. But I fucked up the color palette that time. Then I forgot to re-enable it again. Sorry. Now I feel bad. I feel like, listen, if you want cube map shadows, you're gonna have to go to scumgames.neocities.org and play it when it's released tonight. If you want to see the cube shadows in their full glory. Time ending Asagi for 15 says, here's some pizza money for this week's pizza. I almost said this. Here, have some pizza for this week's money, but thank you. I appreciate it. I love it when people fund my pizza fund. It makes it feel like I'm obligated to eat pizza, and then I don't feel so bad about it. Not that I would ever feel bad about anything that I do. Thank you. Daniel Larson Stan for 20 says, after being released from the psych ward for threatening the White House, Daniel Larson would like to have a special once-in-a-lifetime invitation. Okay, let's see what this is. I don't even know who the fuck Daniel Larson is.
Hey everyone, so I am so happy to announce that I will be having a Hollywood sex party tonight. And I'm going to tell you guys who will be invited. Darcy Lynn Farmer will be invited. Grace will be invited. Taylor Swift will be invited. Beyonce will be invited. Nicki Minaj is racist. She's not invited. Kanye West is a bitch. He's not invited. Jacob Sartorius is invited. Donald Trump is invited. I would love to have gay sex with him. And Joe Biden is not invited because he's too sleepy. He would probably sleep through the entire thing. Thank you, everyone, to who is invited. And I can't wait to see you all soon. Bye-bye now.
What if Donald Trump wanted to have sex with Nicki Minaj or Kanye? Why is it that Kanye is not invited? So bizarre. Sour Patch Kids 750 says, so cool. And then Metaloctier says, a list guest. Or a list guest. I thought that was like a list guest. But he says a list as an A-list celebrity guest. And then Daniel Larson actually likes this. Good for him. I'm glad to see that his sex party is going well. It's great. Thank you. And on Otis Need, the president of Nintendo for 5 says, spend this money on a house, gun, or dog. You should have enough pizza money by now. Baldur's Gate 3 stream win. Give the people what they want, Joshua. I'm working on the next episode of Josh Core Theater. It will be a film from both you and Jim, James, Stefani, Sterling, Stardust. Enjoy. Total Nintendo domination forever. Maybe I will get a dog sooner rather than later. I don't know. I'm never playing that gay game called Baldur's Gate. I've never even played Baldur's Gate 1 or 2, so I don't know what's going on with that. But good luck with your Joshua, my dude. Glow in the Dark for 5 says, why am I getting Ling/DSP vibes from that graph post? Because, I mean, it's getting there. I mean, he can't convince people to support him because he's such a fucking prick. It's really crazy. Finno-Hungarian Imperialist for 5 says, thank you, Josh, for playing 30 unedited seconds of a training masturbating audio. Play the video next time. That would really own the tunes. I mean, I I kind of just wanted to show people, no, really, for real, everything I'm about to say is actually true and is actually fucked up. And I hope I made my point. It's only 30 seconds, though. You can endure. Well, Lou says, here's $1 so you can keep post it. So you can keep post up. I don't think I would want to host post. These people are dickheads. Really not an enjoyable crowd. Finno-Hungarian Imperialist for 5 says, to reduce degrees of separation, Jean also leaked DMs where he fantasizes about children seeing his porn and posts a caption video which tells the viewer to watch CP. So it's not just a friend or a tranny pedo in the picture with Chris and Finn. He's also a confirmed tranny pedo himself. Yeah. I mean, I think I took it a little bit. I didn't directly say that because I don't know. I don't want to be sued right now. I don't want to deal with it, but he definitely had that contact. Allegedly, based on the credible word of what Goon Clown said in private. That is what has happened with Ella Haywood. But regardless, I don't think that Ella Haywood or Finster should have Twitch partnerships on a children's entertainment network, basically. Finno-Hungarian Imperialist for 15 also says, not more than Chud's death. He understands the cost of saving the West. Did you think billions must die only applies to other people? That's true. It's a very graceful way of putting it. He knew that he had to sacrifice so that the billions could actually die. It was necessary. Secularist for 5 says, you mentioned the competency crisis a stream or two ago. The problem is unfortunately deeper than the lowercase I internet. I recommend reading Complex Systems Won't Survive the Competence Crisis by Harold Robertson. We'll be living in the United States of Brazil very soon. I was also told that a documentary literally called Brazil exists, which is a sort of an explanation of the competency crisis that has already happened. I've never seen that, but a lot of people responded to my talk about the speech that I had watched about the competency crisis. Very intrigued. It was a very novel thought that I hadn't heard before when someone asked me to watch it. And I found the whole thing very interesting. And now apparently this is the thing that's been talked about for a while, which is why these videos are now being circulated. Is that it's become a meme in the right, as it were, that these complex systems are going to collapse under the weight of the new Americans that are trying to operate them. Thank you. Eugene Greenbeard for 15 said, and by the way, his recommendation was Complex Systems Won't Survive the Competence Crisis by Harold Robertson. Eugene Greenbeard for 15 says, for Terry. And then there is a Josh Core thread link. Let's check it out. What's this going to be, I wonder? So, Bill Gates and the Illuminati got a herd of nigger cattle. Ooh, we got a herd of nigger cattle. We got a herd of nigger cattle. They got a big herd of nigger cattle. Yippee-ki-yay, we're nigger cattle herders. We got a herd of nigger cattle. They are the most docile fucking nigger cattle. We got them so docile. We got this awesome big fucking herd of nigger cattle. And they shit. And they sit there and they watch TV and they shit. It's the best fucking herd of nigger cattle. We took away all their guns. Now they just shit. And we watch them and we're rich. We are so fucking rich. We have so much fucking money. We got this herd of nigger cattle. Ooh, we're milking the fucking nigger cattle. It's the best thing ever. So that's what the Illuminati got. And I got a space alien. So here's my ultimatum. You can live in hell with your herd of nigger cattle, or you can put me in charge of the space alien temple. The third temple. Okay, that's simple. Have fun with your nigger cattle, because I sure as hell ain't gonna fucking suck your fucking Jew nigger cock. Fuck yourself. You think I'm gonna fucking enjoy nigger cattle after I've had a fucking space alien? Are you fucking crazy? I've got a fucking space alien. Of course I'm not gonna fuck with nigger cattle. Fuck yourself. You fucking think I'm... Enjoy your fucking nigger cattle. You got the nigger cattle. You got the nigger cattle. You got the nigger cattle. Go, 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 go. You got the nigger cattle. You got a fucking herd of nigger cattle. Woo! We got them so docile. They just shit all day. Isn't that great? I I appreciate how it like infused me with the way that Cherry speaks. I never, it like gives me like a New York accent. I don't even know. Is he from New York? 'Cause the computer really thinks so. He was born in Wisconsin. He's from Wisconsin. Did I misidentify the Wisconsinite accent? Oh. God, I'm struggling to think of. Oh, don't you know? That's what the Wisconsinites sound like. Don't you know? I don't know. It sounded kind of New Yorker to me. Bit of Ralph, maybe. Thank you. Where did I go? Finno-Hungarian imperialist reply says WrestleGear will sue Daniel Larson to be invited to the gay Hollywood sex party. I mean, Taylor Swift is there. He better show up. That's his only chance. he better suck up to Daniel Larson real good to get into that sex party. Goliath Ken Reborn provides says Josh took your advice on network engineering a few months ago, got prepped, now being a good college to do computing and other stuff. Cheers. Also, Gregory Alan Isakov. You may like his music. Gregory Alan Isakov. Okay, maybe. I will see. Congratulations on your career choice, I guess. It's a good place to be. We're not going to run out of those. That shit's not getting taken over by computers anytime soon. We don't even know how it works. How are we going to program a computer to do it? Neighbor for 5 says, Kiwi Daimo, when will you interview that British woman? I don't know what British woman you're talking about. There's like a couple. My answer to every one of those would be never. Sorry to say. And let's see. 1 second. I think that's it. However, I want to do something really, really quick. If I have the friggin' audacity to pull this off. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna see what his fucking game looks like. I'm gonna get a good palette. I want to see some bright. There we go. That looks nice and bright. Options. Enable shadow casters. Oh, okay. So you can actually see it in the diagram because you can see in the diagram because of that's what that's for. You can see the cubes are blocking the light source. Okay, fine. Let's see what this looks like now. Real quick, get that gun. Go pop some Trin Jackson. Oh, now you can see the beauty of the light reflection. Now this is great. This is the high quality content. Oh, no, forgot about that shroom. That shroom always blindsides you. You have to be on guard. I relax, chat. As I did in the Walmart parking lot, and now you see that I'm paying the price for it. Let's see the real quick run to the slobber mutt. Actually, let me get. Oh no! I got rid of the cool gun. Son of a bitch. See the slobber mutt room with the high quality shaders. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate that you can see like the. Oh, it is. God, it's look at that. That's awesome. It's so dark in there that when you shoot, it lights up. That is fucking cool. That's really nice. I want to see that big dark ceiling. Oh, this was the area that was super dark before, but the ambient lighting now is much lighter, so you can see it. Then you have this room, which just has the. If I shoot through it theoretically. Yeah, cool. Okay, there. I showed off the cube lighting. I hope everyone is impressed. Josh getting a pro. Yeah, I switched off so that you could actually see some real gameplay footage. Okay. Again, scumgames.neocities.org. He will release that today, hopefully. Inshallah. All right, thank you guys for watching one of these streams. I will be back on Tuesday, and as I mentioned, I will try to find an episode, put an episode together that completely, totally omits pedophilia for the entire thing. That's gonna be my new thing, my new gimmick, is that I'm gonna try to avoid a specific topic that I talk about almost every stream that some people don't like. There was another thing I talked about. Someone was begging me to not bring up a specific prediction, which he insists has already happened, and I need to stop talking about it. Oh, I remember. I did manage to avoid talking about that this episode. That person, I hope you feel gratified that you got what you wanted, motherfucker. Okay, I will pick a nice Far Cry 5 religious song thing for this outro. Should I just do... I've already done Keep Your Rifle by Your Side. I'll play this one. Okay. Rest in peace, Terry Davis. Thank you, Crunk Lord, for all your hard work on working on cool shit. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting what I do and the crazy shit that I do. Make sure to follow on Telegram, and there's tg.josh.rs to follow the Telegram feed if you don't have a Kiwi Farms account or a Telegram account. You don't want to follow the Kiwi Farms on that. Follow that. I'm going to try to get shit back up together so I can do a merch run as soon as possible so that we have it for fall, because October's coming up, which is the best fucking month ever, and I want to make sure people have hoodies by then. See you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Gonna build a castle. Build a castle. Gonna build it high. Build it high. Gonna build it brick by brick and stone by stone till it reaches up to the sky. When the sun goes down and the wind gets cold, we'll be warm inside. The storm will keep on brewing, but we'll have a place to hide. Uh-oh, the voice don't lie. We're gonna be safe and sound tonight. Uh-oh, the strong don't cry. Gonna open up the door when the morning light shines in. When the light shines in. Gonna build a palace. Build a palace. Gonna build it grand. Build it grand. Gonna build it floor by floor and wall by wall with our hearts and with our hands. When we step outside into the breeze, we'll know our commands. We'll walk into the garden and we'll live upon this land. Uh-oh, the voice don't lie. We're gonna be safe and sound tonight. Uh-oh, the strong don't cry. Gonna open up the door when the morning light shines in. When the light shines in. Gonna build a fortress.